So are you looking to fire your annoying boss or quit that terrible job? In this video, I'm going to talk about how much passive income do I need to retire? All right, so first I'm going to be talking about what is retirement, and then how much money do you need every single month to support the lifestyle that you want when you retire. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this so that you can wave bye-bye to that terrible boss man. All right, so first, what is retirement? Really, it's anything that you want to do that doesn't involve being shackled to someone else's treadmill, someone else's plan each day for your time, where you need to be and what you need to wear. Retirement is anything you want to do. It could be sailing the earth or sailing the globe on a sailboat, or it could be traveling around in your own personal RV, or it could be hanging out with your grandchildren, or just doing things you want to do, building villages in Ethiopia. That could be retirement. Like, it doesn't have to be like relaxing on the beach. Retirement for some people is starting a new business or buying that vacation rental and then the next vacation rental and starting a fleet of Airbnbs. I have another buddy that retired from the military and he started his own land business, and now he creates financial freedom through that and passive income. Another friend of mine started his own fleet of car rentals. That is his actually retirement after 20 years of serving the military. So you personally have to figure out what retirement is for you, and then it's a backwards plan process. So you come to this video looking for an exact amount of money so that you can retire. Well, here's what you need to do. You need to figure out what your expenses are going to be for that retirement. Well, let's just say, for example, it is traveling Europe and you need 5,000 euros a month to do that, to travel comfortably and not have to worry about a single thing. Well, if you figure the dollar exchange, let's just say it's $1.25 right now for $1 US. So to have 5,000 euros coming in, you would need exactly $6,250 US dollars coming into your bank account each month to convert to euro. So you would need to backwards plan to have that amount of money coming into your account each month. Well, my plan was having passive income through land investing. And on average, my typical land note is around $413 per month. Now, I want to explain what is a note. A note is basically a promise to pay that someone has made to me. So, for instance, I sell a piece of land for $500 down and $423 per month payment every single month for the next 75 months that person, my buyer, has promised to pay me. That is considered a note. It's also known as seller financing. So if I have $423 a month coming in every single month for that note, how many of those land notes or land deals do I need to sell to get $6,250 US dollars coming into my bank account every single month? So if you take $6,250 and put that in your calculator and you divide it by $423, which is my average land note every single month, I get that on average, and I have around 100 notes. Some of them pay $300 a month, some of them pay $800 a month, and it just averages to about $423 per note. I'm gonna need a total of about 15 land deals coming in, paying me every single month on the month, and that would allow me to have 5,000 euros per month to travel Germany. So that's when you just need to backwards plan exactly what you need to do. So for me, it was land investing. For you, it could be, stock trading or Amazon or anything like that. So that's the exact amount you'll need. Guys, I hope this is bringing you value. I want you to put a comment in the comment section of where you would like to retire, what location, whether it be a sailboat or Germany or, Philippines, you name it. I'd love to get some ideas as well, places we can go and travel. All right, let's get right back into it. Let's take it to a lesser expensive example. Maybe you're gonna just move to the Philippines and things are much, much less expensive over there. I have an American friend that's moved over there. He also does land investing, and basically he spends roughly $3,900 per month, every single month, and he's got a little place on the water that he's renting. He's got a maid that comes in and cleans every day, and then he's got someone that cooks all of his dinners, and he just lives the beach life. Now, he's not just like lying on the beach rotting away. He's still investing in land from the Philippines, but he only needs $3,900 a month to live like a king over there. Now, if you take that $3,900 a month and divide that by his average land note, which is roughly $390 a month, he only needs 10 land notes paying him every single month. And he was able to do this in a very short amount of time. So 10 deals, let's just say he's very slow and he only does 1 deal per month. And the next 10 months, he's going to have exactly $3,900 a month coming in every single month to be able to afford his retirement lifestyle. So how in the world did he set that up? His name is John, and basically what he did was he picked his playground. And I taught him exactly how to do this. He picked his playground, and his playground was currently Florida because that's where he had originally come from. He lived in Florida in a small town, and he knew the land very well. He knew the area very well, and he knew people there. So then he started notifying and mailing the people that were behind on the back tax list. Basically, these are people not paying their back taxes for their land. So in the United States, we are supposed to pay the county the taxes for our property taxes. And if we don't do that for a certain amount of time, usually 12 months, someone comes in and pays those taxes for us, and they make a return on their investment. Most states, after about 3 years, that property becomes deed eligible. So that tax lien investor that's been paying those back taxes is now eligible to go after that deed and basically take that property through tax foreclosure. Well, by about that time, the landowner usually gets a little motivated to pay those taxes or to sell that land. And those are the people I contact with the letter that says, hey, my name is Brent. I'd like to buy your land. If you're interested in an all cash, no hassle offer, give me a call or text me. God bless. And then the phone rings. And when they call, I figure out what they're willing to sell that land for. And then I go and backwards and research and talk to realtors. I look on Zillow to see what the land's selling for. I look on Redfin and I see exactly what that land is worth. And then I get that property for less. I get it at a discount and I find a buyer that thinks on monthly payments. Because how do Americans think? They think, what's it going to cost me each month? And I get that property. I usually try and get that property for around 33 to 43 cents on the dollar. I want to get it at a discount because I want there to be equity. That's where I make my money. So if I'm going to buy it at 33 cents on the dollar, and let's just say I'm buying a $30,000 parcel of land, it's worth $30,000, and I'm getting it for $10,000, that's where the 33% value comes in. So I'm buying that land for $10,000, and let's just say I'm borrowing the money from mother-in-law at 6% interest. I'm borrowing $10,000 from my mother-in-law for 6% interest. And I'm selling the land for $30,000 at 12% interest. So I'm making 12% on 30, and I'm only paying 6% on 10. And then, oh, by the way, I've got the markup too. So now I'm gonna find Bob the buyer that's gonna give me like $700 down and $300 a month for the next 10 years. And now I have a note of like $300 to $400 a month. And I got to just rinse and repeat and continuously do this by picking the playground, getting a list of landowners that are hungry to sell, sending them a letter, communicating with those landowners that want to sell to me, and then finding a buyer that's willing to buy it at a monthly payment. Sometimes I get cash from too, but ultimately I'm looking for the monthly payments because that gives me the amount of money that I need to retire. Guys, I've talked a lot today about land investing and building passive income for retirement. If you're interested in having me hold your hand through this entire process of building a business, building a passive income that allows you retirement like a rock star, then I want you to head on over to thelandsharks.com right now, fill out the form, schedule a call with my team, and if we like what you have to say, I'll be honored to bring you into the tribe.